Here we have a new join head unit. Fun fact, the first head unit I ever had, first YouTube video I ever made was a join. Alright, anyhow, so let's just crack this bad boy open. See what's in the box. It came from China via DHL. It took 3 to 5 days, something like that. Not bad, really. Seems to be pretty good packaging. Alright, in the box, we have another box. Let's see what's in here. So we have a greeting card. Thank you for your support and trust in joining with 14 years development in car multimedia. Blah, blah, blah. So Android car stereo, which directly purchased from Joy, is guaranteed for 2 years. Alright. Here's a little manual about how to wire this guy up. So you're saying GPS antenna, radio antenna, external microphone, USB interface, 4G antenna, the SPDIF, subwoofer, that's your RCA outs, audio and video input, no audio and video output, I don't believe, a camera in, and all this stuff. Here's how you're gonna wire it up. So we're gonna use this little chart when I wire it up for my Jeep Wrangler. And got a user manual. I've never used one of these manuals before. I've always just kind of handled it myself. Alright, so here's what you're interesting. See, we have 2 different containers here. So this should be the 9.7 inch screen. Barely clearly states it's an LCD. So let's just pop that open. So here is the screen itself. There is where the ribbon cable connects. And these, you can see those little screws there, you can move them around. So you can mount it vertically or horizontally. It should be 9.7 inches. You can see there it's a little thick. Alright, we're gonna put this back up for a moment. It's kind of squarish. I'll be interested to see how this looks in the Jeep. For now, I'm going to put it back in here. And let's check out the other option here. So, nice foam packaging. And there's the double DIN head unit. And wiring harness, USB cord, another USB cord, GPS antenna. Here is, I believe, the 4G SIMs, I don't know. And here is, it's like a pretty nice microphone. Some screws for mounting, I guess, the double DIN. And some extra, those little feet guys to mount the dash, to mount the display. Alright, so here's the double DIN head unit itself. Let's open that up. You can get this as either a single DIN or double DIN. I chose the double DIN because I thought it might be easier to mount. I thought it might be more substantial. My Jeep will fit it, and I thought it'd be more substantial. Don't really understand what this guy is. I guess just provides more support for those guys, potentially. So this will plug into the back of that LCD. Those little yellow pieces will snap right in there. Yeah, so right now it's meant to go vertical. We'll try that out, and if I don't like it, I'll move it horizontal. It works both ways. Alright, so on the back here, we have this. Which is where the SIM card would go. I don't believe this works with the American bands. I'm not positive. I will test it with a T-Mobile SIM and see if it works, but I don't think it's going to. This is where you would plug in an antenna adapter. I don't think they included one of those, so you'll need to purchase that. If you have a vehicle specific one, I think it does, but I'll have a link to the one that I use for the Jeep in here. That's where your external microphone goes. Of course, that's where your USB ports go. GPS here, so they include this. I'm installing it in Jeep Wrangler. I'll have an adapter that I use to reuse the existing Jeep antenna, Jeep GPS, as opposed to having to rerun one of these guys. Now these guys say they're for 4G, so I don't know that I want to wire them up, because if I'm not going to use it, I don't need it, but I'll see if they work, so we'll come back to those, I guess. And SPDIF. Sub. Video in, I guess. Right here in. Line in, right, left. I guess this is audio in, and this is video in. This is SPDIF. This is sub, and this is your left and right RCAs. So this is an interesting little setup here. I've not seen this kind of wiring set up previously. R is for the remote control, I guess. This says for can out and key, then can in. I don't know about that. So this is a universal unit, so it comes with this kind of wiring harness. If you bought a vehicle specific unit, it should be plug and play essentially. If you have a built-in factory amplifier, it may need some different wiring, but essentially this guy goes into here, and then this stuff I'll have to splice into the wiring harness. So that's the video camera in. Antenna, if you had a powered antenna, which I don't in the Jeep, this should be the amp wire, turn on wire, I think. Alright, so but my Jeep does not have the factory Alpine. It just has all aftermarket stuff. I'm going to use this RP4CH11. This I bought off of Amazon. So Joing did send me this head unit. It wasn't free. I had to pay something. I got a pretty good discount, I will say. But I have bought their head units in the past. My first one ever I bought, and then since my YouTube videos do pretty good with them, they tend to hook me up. Alright, so we have all this mess to work with here. I'll make a separate video showing how to wire this up for the Jeep Wrangler. If you don't have a Jeep, you don't have to worry about this. I mean, the concept stays the same. Of course, you'll have a different harness. We don't use this one for the Jeep. We use this one. So essentially, this side plugs into here. This will plug into the Jeep itself. And we'll need to splice these wires. I'm gonna basically cut this block off, splice these wires into here, and then it should work with steering wheel controls for my Jeep Wrangler. There are a couple little boxes here. I don't know what that's all for. That's definitely this one. I don't know what that one goes to. Yeah, I don't know what that goes to. I guess it's blank for this one. So they make different pack modules for different vehicles. Essentially, what we're going to do is use this guide here from the Joing, and we'll splice into this using this reference point for the pack. And like I said, I'll have a separate video. So you can see this would go on here, You can see how those go in there. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see how it works in the Jeep. And of course, they come off. Fairly easy. I kind of wish it came with 4 of these, because then I could put them on both sides and then just swap it as is. I haven't to unscrew these, but now I'm going to have to unscrew these, of course. Alright, so here's the big 9.7-inch screen. You can see how big it is to my hand. And we're going to hook this guy up, and we'll make a separate video on that. Alright, thanks for checking me out.